Hi guys, I'm Mama Bear Many. I am mom to 15 children. Our 15th son is in the hospital at Boston Children's. He was born the end of September. He just went through his surgery for his heart. He had a VSD surgery, but he also had a PDA and another thing closed. Yeah, so that's me. We normally homestead in our house way up in Maine. We have a home and 36 acres, and currently we have 3 cows, 2 pigs, 60 chickens, and my daughter just sold her sheep and dog. So we are going to talk about all of that today. A decision was recently made after long, hard thought, prayer, that we are going to get rid of our animals for now. We asked the older children if they wanted to take on the farm, like go and stay at our home and just take on the farm while we're down here. And at first one of them did, and then she said, I really don't think so. I really want to just be around my family. As much as I love the farm, my family means more. So that was really precious to us. And neither choice would have been wrong. It's just different, right? Like whatever her choice was is the perfect choice. One thing that I've learned in life is it's best if we just follow God's plan. Even though it's not what we want, my heart could be screaming like, but I just want to keep the animals. They're my favorite. Homesteading becomes part of you really deeply. If you read stories about homesteaders, you can see what an intricate part of their life, like it becomes part of them, just like a husband and wife like become one. It's almost like when you homestead, like you become one with the land. Don't I sound like a tree hugger or something? Yeah, anyway, but no, seriously, there is like this relationship that you hold with the homestead itself. But for the season, it is best that we get rid of the animals. We don't have anyone where we live to watch our animals for a prolonged period of time. We don't have anyone to watch our animals basically much at all. We bought lots of things to make systems work really well. We bought this year especially, we bought automatic waterers, we bought like massive feeders that are like gravity fed feeders that can hold like hundreds of pounds of food. So we really like invested in the farm so that like it wouldn't be a big deal if we went away for the weekend. We wanted to do that because it's really difficult for us to find anyone. So yeah, the things weren't getting taken care of the way that we would prefer for them to get taken care of. So we made the decision that we are going to get rid of our animals for now. Selling them probably would have been one of the better options for us. That said, nobody's going to buy our animals for the price that we want to sell them for. It is very like low income, cheap where we are. Basically for the sheep, I let them go to a good home and then I paid my daughter for them because I knew that her heart needed that. Her heart needed to know that they were in a good place, right? And she just needed that. She deserves that, right? She helps out so much. But I also wanted her to have finances in order to be able to start again if she needed or wanted to. So that's why I chose to do it that way. They all went to one house, including our dog went with one family. And then I just gave her a certain amount that would be like enough for her to start again. Other animals, we had them out. It's hard because I can't just put them in like a newspaper or marketplace or something like that, like where we are, because people will say that they're going to show up and they won't show up, and that means that we would have to drive like 7 hours just for somebody not to show up. So we chose not to do that, but we asked around like local people so we knew whatever, and people don't want to pay a decent price for an animal. So if you think we have cows, for instance, so if we have a cow that we get 200-300 pounds of meat off of, say we even got 200 pounds off of it, which we're gonna get way more, but let's just say 200. And hamburger is $6 a pound. 6 times 2 is 1,200. You should be able to get at least that amount for the animal. Most people want to give you like $500 to $800 for an animal. So for us, it makes more sense to put that animal in the freezer. So yeah. Chickens, I was trying to sell chickens for $10 a piece because they're like heavy breed chickens. I said that I would sell my leghorns for $5 a piece, and that didn't want to be what happened. So people didn't want to pay that much. So we decided we would put those in the freezer. And then pigs, we have 2 pigs that were going to be mommy and daddy that are not bred yet though. And so those pigs are a few hundred pounds, and really somebody would only pay us $100 for those, and that's how much I pay for day-old piglets. So that's just stupid. So we are blessed. Some people that we met in the Boston area actually offered to take some people from like their family and some of their church members up to our home and butcher animals. So we are going to be butchering as much as we can in a day. So we have 3 cows, 2 pigs, and around 60 chickens, hopefully done in a day. Yeah, I know we're a bit crazy. So that is what we're going to be working on. I am going to my daughters who are there are going to be like taking clips of what they're doing there, and then I'm gonna try to make them into a video form for you guys so you can see what kind of is going on up there. I was going to go up there with them, but some people were sick and I couldn't take my chances of some people being sick, so I decided to stay here. It's really hard. Like, it's hard to like make those decisions because my children just want to see me and I just want to see my children. But it's a season. I love in Ecclesiastes how it says, for everything there is a season. And this is just a season of our life. And even if it was 6 months of our lives totally changed, or if our lives change like after this, but whatever, like, it's just a season. We just have to, it's not going to help if you like are against what's going on. You might as well just go with the flow and see like how things are turned out and not have like a hardened heart to different things that might come to be. So I don't know. I know probably with this video people are going to ask us like 1,000,001 questions, but I can't really answer those questions because I don't know myself. We're just taking it day by day, and we decided to sell our animals because that seemed like the best thing to be doing for this season in our life. Had it been summertime, it might be a little bit different. Wintertime, they definitely need somebody there. Waters get frozen and all those types of things. So overall though, we are going to be getting a bunch of meat that is going to be a blessing to our family. So I think that we're going to join the Three Rivers Challenge like we did last year for just eating from the pantry for the month of January. So we're going to be taking stuff down to the other house and eating from that. I'm going to ask my daughters to take pictures of what they're eating at both houses and then compile it. I'm going to help make menus with them so that they can use those things, and we'll have a plan, and yeah, you can see what we're doing. So that will be for at least January. We shall see. But I hope you guys understand. You're more than welcome to ask questions, but I don't think that I have answers to any of those questions. I feel like the questions that may get asked will be like, what's going to happen? Are we going to sell our house? Are we going to do whatever? I don't know. I don't know the answer to those questions. Or I might get questions like, why would you like leave everything just because one child has whatever? But it's way more than that. It's way more than that. It's things that have, there's been a lot of stuff that's been discussed since my son passed away in 2022. So I'll probably get into that at some point, but it's not going to be right now. It's not going to be today because it's kind of deep. So hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day.